Hey everybody, I'm Gamze. I want to share some things about Shani. I'm actually writing things in some pages on Facebook groups. So now I just want to share things from YouTube. And this is my first recording and first video. And I'm a bit excited about it. And let's get started. So this video will be about Graha Shani. I think we misunderstand Shani a lot. Like we need to at least, at some point I had to do that either through perception. We need to change our perception towards Shani. What it is, what he is trying to do. And especially on the astrology era, Shani is the most scared. Shani is the misery giver planet. And people want to run away from it. People don't want to deal with it. People just want to stay away from it. However, if we understand Shani deeper, and better, we're gonna see Shani is actually the most lovely planet. Even by the rings you'll see, Shani is actually a really beautiful planet and misunderstood. So I want to clarify some things about it, but let's talk about first the basic things about Shani. So what do you remember thinking about Shani? Its responsibility. So Shani, how I want to describe is, you see this ring around it. In short, Shani is about giving structure to anything. Anything that structured by something, it's about Shani. So this ring, it always fascinates me. It's like saying, I'm not gonna let you scatter, I'm gonna put you together. I'm gonna hold you. And it's like, I'll give you a certain shape and you'll continue with that. So you can think about the things that are structured, like there may be a business idea and building that business into something serious. It's about Shani. There may be a relationship and it carries towards marriage. You're giving structure to that relationship. Something becomes serious, more serious with that. That's Shani. And of course, you put a ring on it with that. That ring, that promise comes with Saturn. with Shani. So this structuring can be about anything, and so we can count. Okay, my cats are fighting. It's okay. So the basic things about Shani is its responsibility, routine things, putting effort to something, sacrificing our time to do something, putting our effort, our time, our energy into something. This can be mentally or physically. Some things can take our energy from both ways, and it's both about Shani. So it's also about discipline, time management, giving structure to time. It's discipline, it's planning, it's organizing something. It's also justice. Why it's getting exalted in the seventh house of justice, law, relationships, marriage, partnership. So there's this equality subject there. What we want to build in the seventh house, we need Saturn, we need Shani the most to build the highest version of seventh house, highest version of Venus. Only can be through Shani because of these qualities. It's also the karakas of 6th house, 8th house, and 12th house. So 8th house, longevity, 12th house, moksha, 6th house, diseases. All these are also shown by Shani. However, there is an interesting relationship with Saturn and Ketu, even though Ketu becomes strong for 8th house and 12th house. There are some contradictions between Saturn and Ketu, and also some similar things, which I want to talk about later on in another video, maybe. But also, what I want to mention also is that Shani is blue color. It's not black. It's not brown. It's not dark colors. Shani has the coldest tone in the planets. That Shani is the coldest planet. Okay, so make the connection from here, build the logic from here. Shani is the coldest planet. And what is the coldest color? It's blue. It's not green, it's not brown, it's not black. Black is Ketu. Green has red in it. Brown has red in it, hot colors. Blue doesn't have any warm tones in it. Blue is the pure, cold tone. So what can we say from here is, if Shani is the cold undertones, it also represents cold skin tones. Which are pale, more pale, brighter skin colors. People misunderstand this a lot, actually. I saw actually a lot of charts. Shani in first house, person has pale skin. Doesn't matter where they from. They have brighter skin. Okay, Shani gives that. Shani is also long hate, but I just wanted to give some idea about the basics of Shani. So who is Shani? Why do we scare so much from Shani? What did he do to us? So we are afraid from him. Who is he? So maybe we should know Shani better. Then we can see why there is a contradiction. We don't try to understand planets. We don't try to understand grahas. We just judge them on the surface level, and we don't care about who they are. Think about the relationship you have with people. If we judge others before we really know them, before trying to know them better, like who they are, where are they coming from, we can't understand them. We can't understand people's actions, people's behaviors, and their life. So let's understand Shani better. So who is Shani? Shani is son of Surya. The biggest, brightest planet. I mean, it's a star actually, but in astrology we consider all these as planets. So we're gonna mention them as planets. So Shani is son of Surya. And Shani is rejected child. His father rejected him as a child. He is also limping. He has a problem with his leg. Limping. Leg problem. So as a child who is rejected by his father and with a limping leg, he was an outcasted child. So now think about a child who's rejected by his parents, his family, and he is limping. Nobody likes him. Nobody wants him. Nobody believes in him. And Shani becomes cold. Imagine yourself or other people who are outcasted. Okay, so Shani has never seen love. Okay, love or compassion. So imagine this as a person. Imagine the Shani as a person. What do you expect that person to be? Of course, that person will be cold, will not look happy, will look sad, and that person is also going to don't like other people, don't like you or me. Why? Because he hasn't seen that love either. He never got the taste of that love and compassion. He never saw that. So of course this person is gonna be cold, cruel, because of this. Cold and cruel nature comes with Shani. So we should understand this part better. So this is basically making empathy with Saturn to understand what's happening better. So how do we behave to this child, this neglected, rejected child? We judge him. We say it's cruel, we hate it. It's making, we say Shani is making our lives worse, heavier. I don't like him. Shani always delays things. Because of Shani, this happened, that happened. So we blame Shani for things. And we blame Shani for what's happening bad in our lives. All my marriages ended because of Shani. Shani was transiting my Venus, my 7th house. Shani delayed things. Then why just don't we accept Saturn as who he is? So why don't we accept Saturn, accept Shani as he is? We keep judging it and expecting good results. Well, good results depends. We can't say the things we like in our favor are always good things. It's not something that can be in our perception. It can only be from God's perception. And Shani brings that. Okay. So first step to do is accepting Shani. He had a bad childhood. He had a bad family life. He had to take care of himself all alone. So he's trying to show those parts to you because that's what he's gone through. Well, instead of hating, we need to show love to Shani. Shani needs the most love. Okay. Needs the most love. Yet we are hiding it from Shani. Chandra doesn't need love. She already has it. Venus, Mars, they don't need love as much as Shani. Because imagine that rejected child. Only love can heal the traumatic parts. The parts that broke his heart. Only love and compassion can heal that. Think about someone had broke your heart, let's say. Until and unless that person or other person, doesn't matter, show you love and compassion, and you see that good behavior from them, the old wound will heal so slow. It's gonna be harder than you think. Only by time, with building some good relationship with others, by time you heal. So Shani's heart is also broken. Imagine him as a person, and he is called heartbroken person. Yes, he needs the most love. So how can we show love? To Shani. How are we gonna do that? Like it came? No. Don't step on the keyboard. No. You wanna be on camera? Huh? You liked it? Okay, go on now. By the way, my Shani is in Punarvasu in Navamsha. So, cat came. Yeah. How can we show love to Shani? Now think about how do you show love to someone you love. You say good things to them. Okay, what's this? You say good things to them. You compliment them. You get them gifts, flowers. You behave them in a nice manner. You separate your time, your effort, and you give a part of your life to that person. And you may make even sacrifices if it's needed. Same things. Thinking, mentioning. Good. About Shani. This is the first step. We should break the things in our minds, the blockages. We should break the blockages in our head towards Shani. Other thing is, if we want to show love to someone, we do things they want. We do things that gonna make them happy, right? So we should do things that make Saturn happy, to make Shani happy. Okay, camera, look at it. Get the camera. Huh? You happy now? Yeah. So how are we gonna make Shani happy, satisfied? It's really easy, by the way. It's about taking the positive things. It's about taking the positive things and putting effort to that, to those things. It's about being more responsible about life. What we should be caring about, but we don't care. It can be your family, your friend, your spouse. It can be animal on the street, because animals can't take care of themselves like we do take care of ourselves. So they are also within our responsibilities. All animals, nature, both living and non-living things. Our house, even clothes we wear, the money we spend. It's about giving structure to it, making plan, taking care of it. So it's about being responsible about all those things. Sustaining things. It's about Saturn. With sustaining, we carry new things to old things. If we don't try to sustain them, we can't use old things. They'll be useless. Okay, another thing is taking care of old people, older people, elder people. We should be humble, of course. We should give up from our ignorant patterns. Not being ignorant, right? Accepting life as it is. I want to give some details about this actually. Like this. Accepting life as it is not an easy thing. It's about accepting the life with highs and lows, good and bad. And let me tell you, this is not easy to do. Forget even thinking about it, understanding it. It's not easy to do. The main point here is to realize there is no good without bad and no bad without good. It always balances that out. And we should realize that Shani becomes exalted in the house of balance. Shani is about balance. If you think something bad is happening, it's for something good. And something you may think good can be for bad. That positive exists because we know there is the negative side of it. And think about, there is no black without white color. You see this word Shani with black font only because I put a white background to it. And you can recognize this white background because you have a black dark tone frame on your computer, and there is this black colored word Shani. Without the Without the opposite side, there won't be anything. There is always this. So there is always this yin yang effect in life. We can't just say something, oh, this is bad. No, it doesn't work that way. Because by thinking like that, we keep bullying Shani more. It's already someone bullied from childhood. By bullying Shani more, we can't make peace with Shani. We should make peace with Shani. Only then can Shani can show us love and good things. But we should show him first, so he can trust us. We should trust Saturn, so Saturn can trust us. We should show love to Shani, so he can show to us. That's how we make a connection with Shani. And Shani needs it most, as I said. So I want to talk about a bit about myself. Okay. Where should I write that? Okay, this part. I have gone through 18 years of debilitated Shani Mahadasha. It started during my childhood. I was, I believe, 2 years old. It's in fifth house, by the way. Graha, aspected by Rahu. So it wasn't some easy peasy time for me. Debilitated and affected Saturn's Mahadasha, of course, cost me something, especially when it's not mature. Shani is hard to understand because it takes longest to mature. It gets mature at the age of 35, 36, in our 30s. It takes longest to mature. So it's also hard, yeah, I mean, it's also not easy to have it during childhood. Saturn Mahadasha. I thought about these things. I actually learned about Saturn. I thought about Saturn. I wanted to know more about Shani after Shani Mahadasha ended. That was the time after 18 years. My mind was capable of understanding Shani better. I have lived with it for almost 20 years. I have lived with Shani. I experienced that. at the lowest form because it was debilitated. I have it in Ashwini, by the way. And even realizing these things, thinking about these things, always makes me emotional about Saturn. I care about Saturn. I sometimes listen other astrologers talking about Saturn placements. I listen my own placements, and I just start crying in the middle of it because Shani makes me emotional. Thinking about a rejected child, rejected, limping, outcasted child who's never loved, it just makes me cry sometimes. I think I made quite a progress with understanding Shani. I want to talk about these things as my first video. So I want to talk about this first because I care about this the most. I want to start with Shani. I want to give the first seat to Shani because I think he deserves it. You know, I want to make him a priority with this video. So in other videos, I'll probably continue with Shani Ketu connection, Ketu Pisces connection, or even just Pisces sign. I am a Pisces person. I don't think no one understands Pisces sign better than a Pisces native, especially when I have my ascendant Lord and Moon together in Pisces. Like I am that concrete Pisces person. So if you want to know more about these things, if you want to learn more, please subscribe to my channel, and you can like my videos if you like this video, and if you have any comments, anything to add, please make a comment. So have a nice day, everybody. Bye bye.